Everybody, it's Emily from Hopscotch Interactive here in beautiful California, and I'm coming at you this evening just after finishing a drone shoot, a flight with my Mavic 2 Pro, which was really great because that meant that I could fly my drone still legally here in California. And although I needed Lance approval to fly in this area, and so I got that. It was fine. But listen, it has been an interesting week because, as you know, I posted about really wanting to put pressure on DJI to upgrade their firmware in time for the September 16th deadline. And I didn't hear back from them. And I did reach out also to the FAA. And I was able to get a meeting with Kevin Morris, Senior Communications Director from the FAA. Please definitely watch that video. You'll still get something out of it, even though it doesn't give us definitively an answer about remote ID, but he talks about some of the things that motivate him in his job and some of the things that the FAA is doing and trying to do to help drone pilots. Now, the other thing is that the following day, so that was last Tuesday on the 5th of September, on the 6th of September, David Boulter from the FAA was on stage giving a keynote and did make the statement saying that remote ID broadcast requirements will have the enforcement date pushed, like that it is going to happen, but that because of complexity and I'm sure bureaucracy and red tape and many moving parts, it hasn't happened yet. And so what also happened was that the FAA announced that President Biden made a nomination for a new secretary director of the FAA, and that is Mike Whitaker. So I'm not sure if now all that's happening is a full court press on that initiative from their comms department, and therefore this suddenly got relegated to a further down the list place. But I definitely feel like we are still waiting, and that every drone pilot who is not able to get a module, perhaps not able to afford a module, or just doesn't have, wants to wait until a firmware update is available, is definitely still in limbo because you do not have something in writing that is legally defensible. And what I'm talking about is this is a commercial, Part 107 is a commercial drone pilot's license. For many reasons, as the owner of a commercial business, I can tell you that my insurer would certainly be, very happy to learn that I was perhaps, flying in negligence, or I was being negligent if something were to happen, such as not broadcasting remote ID or broadcasting my remote ID, or fill in any blank on any kind of worst case scenario. And that is what I'm talking about. It's not just insurance. There's so many other reasons. And like I said, I've heard so many other reasons why, it's not a good idea to just assume that this is going to be pushed and that we can just sort of believe in that statement. We really need to see ink on paper, because until you have ink on paper, all you have is a handshake deal. And so it's great, and I love the signals, and I'm happy that those signals are there. But what we really need is a definitive, clear, and precise statement so that we can read it and understand how it has been carefully worded to help us understand whether we are having an extension for a certain amount of time, an extension based on the kind of device that we have, and many other potential outcomes. And so until you hear otherwise or see otherwise, just know that it is unclear when that will come, that FAA remote ID relief, and I hope it comes soon, but we do not have a definitive and explicit answer yet. Okay, thanks. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you found it helpful, and certainly I look forward to your comments, and please let me know what you think in the comments below, or let the FAA know. Thanks, bye.